Welcome to Small Lathe. I want to thank a viewer or a subscriber of this channel that commented on installing the bearing and washers inside this spindle on the video I did last time, link below. And his comment was I did it improperly, and he was right. He was absolutely right. So at the time I took the lathe apart really fast and reinstalled it back. Generally speaking, it was a 3-hour project, and I wanted it cleaned and ready to go. I thought I did it correctly. He was right. I was wrong. I didn't do it correctly. We just got it 5 times more accurate. So let's go to it and I'll show you what it did. Let me correct myself and let's get it done. Let's see. Take this out of the way. There's the bearing. There goes the shaft. There should be another bearing. There goes the washers. I was looking for those. And there's let me get my phone. We need to get a washer in there. There we go. Okay, so we have a locking ring, and there's supposed to be some sort of a washer there. No sign of a washer whatsoever, and never was on my lathe, so I'm guessing this part is missing. I'll snap it back on. There it goes. Okay, I think we got enough oil over here already. And that full shut down. Okay, so we got this part done. Apparently there should be some sort of a shield that protects the bearings. And I'm guessing that's pre-installed in here, although much unlike the drawing, it's not exactly what I expected. Okay, so I'm going to install it. Get some grease. So while we're talking, it's a good thing that we're discussing all this, because I'm going to ask Dave for the missing parts, if there are any missing parts. Okay, so we got this shaft, and this goes over there. And this goes over there. Right. On the other side, we should be putting these 2 washers that are curved, like so, one against the other. So let's do that. So one goes in like that. Hold it like so. One goes in like that. There it goes. And the other goes like so. Okay. Now goes the secondary. Oopsie. Washer. Head and No, there goes this bearing going inwards. A bit more grease. Just a dab. I just want to make sure that they're well greased. This is a general use grease. And we'll flip it on like so. And that's it. So that was the inner bearing. We had the sleeve installed, the outer bearing, and we are missing a washer. And I didn't have it in the first place. A small dab of general purpose grease and grease that up. There we go. Okay, I think we got that nicely done. Let's get a little bit of grease there too. And goes the spindle. Okay. I like to clean that groove. Let's clean it up. Extra grease. You dab of grease there. And that's all there is to it. Clean our screw down the hole so it threads on nicely and gently. Half a quarter, and I can move freely. So I'm not tightening it all the way, I'm just tightening it all the way and then releasing. As you can see, you can move the spindle back and forth. This goes like that. Okay, let's install the rest of it. Kind of a small wrestling class. Okay, let's compress that spring. Put that on there. There we go. Now it's coming with me. Oh. You know, it's going to be a lot easier if the spindle is not going to move. So I'm going to lock it in place. These clamp screws. Clamping screws. Okay. No going backwards and forwards again. Really love the design, except for this tiny little part of okay, take 3. Okay, things are snapping into place. That's good. There we go. Let's get that on there, just a hair under, and releasing that. Let's center it nice and like that, and then we can put the lead screw in. There we go. Locking nut. I think after 3 times we got it. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now we'll need a number 19 metric shiny open wrench, and we'll need some sort of sacrificial, I'm going to bend the hell out of you, bar, round bar. and we'll just lock it. And tight. Now it's not that tight. It's a bit bent now. I could lock it a bit tighter than that. That's not a good idea. So I think we're running smoothly now, and feels a lot more sturdier. Now the movement you see now is not the spindle moving, it's the main body moving because I didn't lock the locking nut. I'm going to recenter the lathe, and I think I may want to show you this, but this will be another short video on the Unimat. Right, so that's it. I think we installed it. There's only one way to test this, if this really worked well. Let's test it. Now this is the indicator I'm using to test the concentricity, or actually establishing the concentricity of the lathe after I turn it into a mill back. Lay it a bit closer to you guys so you can see it. Set it on 0, which is just about there. Okay, let's turn it. Now I should point out that when I got this lathe and I cleaned everything, re-greased and so on, the movement was 0. I couldn't see any movement using this indicator. Okay, almost 0.01. So I'm guessing we're around something like just under 0.01 millimeters of swing. I will see what we can do to improve the concentricity. Let me get actually just over to the shoulder in case I'm engaging the threading in some sort of way. I don't think so, but just for the fun of it, let's stop at 0. I'll lock the spindle main screw so there won't be any movement of the main body. And let's try again. It jumps over here. I do think we're touching something there. Let's move a bit further. I'm setting it on 0. Exactly on 0. Yeah, we're getting to 1 point something, 1.1. Okay. So we have a 0.01 millimeter flexing or deviation from center. Not good. Not as bad as before. Before the hand, after I installed the washers and bearings incorrectly, we had more. We had 0.05, I think. So we reduced it 5 times, 5-fold. I'm really happy with that. And I would love to get it to 0 back again, and I'm going to buy a new set of washers and bearings, and we'll see how it does. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you.